Hi, my name is Shisunta. Today, I will present Backgrounds Company. Okay, Sports Export Company is a multinational company that founded by Jim Logan. The founder of the company is granted from his graduate degree in finance. The founder had worked in a sporting goods shop and know how to produce football by himself. The main product of the sports company is football, and their target market is price-sensitive customer. The idea of the business is come from the founder Jim Logan. The founder realized that many of the sporting goods store is selling the football in an expensive price, but actually the production of the football is only very low cost. Okay, the story before Export Company established is the founder wanted to start his business in US market, but after he did for the business research, he found out that there are many competitors in US. So he decided to penetrate into new market, which is the other country, by expanding the goods to distribute in foreign country. Is Sports Export Company a multinational corporation? Yes. Sports Export Company is a multinational corporation as it engaged in international business. Multinational corporation is a business or company that operating in several countries but managed from home country. Mostly, company is considered as multinational corporation when it receives a quarter of its income from a business outside its home country. Therefore, there is 4 types of multinational corporation in the market, in which are multinational, global, international, and transnational enterprise. In this case, Sports Export Company is considered as a multinational corporation because it sells products in foreign country. Sports Export Company exports its goods to distributors that outside the countries and let them sell in the retail level. It is good for Sports Export Company to go for international business rather than in domestic. It is because the founder found out that there are a lot of opportunity in other countries as there are high demand of football in foreign country. However, if the business is conducted in domestic, it might be unsuccessful as there are a lot of direct competitors in the US market. Even though started a business in international level, it is not easy and costly, but it is a good for Sports Export Company because the founder produced it football by himself, so it can help the company to reduce a lot of cost expenses.
Hi, I'm Yoping. So now I'm going to talk about why the agency cost is lower for Sport Export Company than others multinational company. Okay, first of all, I would like to talk about what is agency cost. Agency cost is one of the costs that occurs when the shareholder and the management team have different or separate idea. So it's about the disagreement between each other. Okay, so for example, shareholder that could like to maximize their interest, their profit, and management normally they will make decision based on their personal benefit. So there are 2 types of agency costs. Okay, one of it is the shareholder use it when they want to control the management team to make sure they make the decision is based on the shareholder interest, and another cost will be like the management team will use to make the decision that based on their personal benefit. So in this case, why are the agency cost is lower for others company? It is because the shareholder and the manager is the same person, which is Jim Logan. So when the manager and the shareholder is the same person, so there won't be any separate idea or disagreement between each other. So basically, normally the agency cost will be lower for others. So why? For the multinational company, agency cost will be higher than this company. It's because normally the multinational company will have more than 50 shareholders. So naturally, it will be very high for them. And it's very good for a Sport Expert Company to have lower agency cost. It's because the lower the agency cost, it can help the company to expand the business because they can use the cost or the fund to add different part of the business. So therefore, again, why the agency cost is lower for sport expert company than others multinational company is because the manager and the shareholder is the same person.
Hi, I'm Kaijon. Now let's discuss about does the sport exalt company have any comparative advantage over their potential competitors in foreign countries that could produce and sell football there. So the sport exalt company has a comparative advantage better potential than the competitor to the foreign countries, whereby the comparative advantage means that the country produce good products or services at a lower opportunity cost than the other countries. So opportunity cost actually measures a trade-off. For a country with a comparative advantage, the trade-off is worth it. The advantage of buying goods or services outweigh the disadvantages. The country may not be good at producing, but for other countries, the opportunity cost or good or services will be lower. So the founder of this sport exalt company, Jim, he has an idea of producing a low-cost football, which by this idea has been successful in the United States to the foreign countries, and also Jim have penetrated the US company based on his self-working experience that he noticed that the top line football which is sold in the market, which are very high price, and so he wanted to make a lower price football. So Jim also became successful in the US market by selling those items at the wholesale price, because Jim knows that the price of these expenses were the cost of the materials used to produce the football. So he intends to actually lower down the cost, which can actually lower down the price of football, which makes all of the people know their product and purchase their product as well. So if the football become more popular idea in the foreign country, then the sport exalt company will become the first mover and the first firm to benefit from this movement. So as Jim started the long-term business, and the sport exalt company will certainly enjoy some benefits, because sport exalt company is the first mover of selling this item in low price. This can attract a lot of customers and able to build a good relationship with customers, since they will buy and they will actually support for more than one time, since it is much more cheaper than the competitor's product. So the other competitor will not get the advantage of becoming this first mover, whereby they have enough market share in their foreign countries as the sport exalt company. So because they will have more reputations, more people knowing their product in the entire world. So this is one of the comparative advantage over potential competitors in the foreign countries. Besides that, the other competitive advantage over the potential competitor is that the sport exalt company founder Jim Logan avoid paying rent, which they plan to produce the football in his garage. Paying rent is actually one of the most expensive part of the manufacturer, whereby he can actually cut off this cost, and also this will become one of his advantage over the potential competitor. However, rent is one of the expenses in the business. Labor is also another expenses. So Jim decided to perform the work himself, although where there is a limit of producing quantity, but it can produce a good quality of football, since they can be more focused on it. By non-paying any labor expenses, it is also one of the comparative advantage over the potential competitor which Jim Logan has.
Hi, my name is Tan Roying. I'm going to present about how would Jim Logan decide which foreign country he wanted to enter. Jim Logan can decide to focus on one specific country. It is because he needs to consider a lot of factors, which are demand of product, competitor, and currency. If you want to focus on many foreign countries, it is very costly and need more manpower. As the case study mentioned before, Jim Logan is a single businessman. It is not possible for him to survey too many countries. Therefore, Jim Logan should decide to focus on one foreign country only before entering several countries.
I am Ping, and now I am going to present the method of sport company used to increase its presence in the foreign market by working with the one of more foreign company. So the sport company may use the method of the licensing agreement and also the joint venture to establish their foreign market in the lower cost. Licensing is also known as a contract between the licensor and also the licensee. The licensing is allow the other party to use their intellectual properties, for example, the brand names and also the logo. So this method can help the sport company to expand their foreign market in quickly and also the lower time compared to other method. For the another method is joint venture. It is joining of two or more the business partner that share the risk, the profit and also the resources. By doing the joint venture, they have the chance to cooperate with the foreign firm that distribute the sporting goods. These two methods can help the sport company to work with the foreign company with the several advantage. The company is able to gain the profit from the method and also gain the reputation from it.